Hi y'all, if you are a returning viewer, welcome back. If you are new, welcome. My name is Amira, and today guys, we are going to be doing a little blind sniffy sniff of the new KAYALI Vacay in a Bottle perfume set. Let's get into it. Alright guys, so I purchased this with my own shmoney. I knew when it was leaked like maybe like a month ago, and I was like, I'm buying that. I'm buying that. I knew I was buying it. And so when it came out, I set my alarm. I was in bed. I like rolled over and was like boop, 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 on my phone, and here we are. They arrived yesterday. I did smell them through the bottle, so I did like one of these numbers, but I didn't spray them because I wanted to like share that with you guys. So this retails for $100 on the KAYALI website, and you can also pick it up on Sephora. When I purchased this, it was listed as $105 on the KAYALI website, and it was $100 on the Sephora website, so there was a price discrepancy. But then Huda and KAYALI sent out an email saying that the price listed on the website was incorrect, and they refunded the difference, which was lovely of them. So I got the refund before I even got the perfumes. So this retails correctly for $100 on the Sephora and the KAYALI website. You get 4 of the mini size bottles. So this is what the size that you get when you buy their little minis on their website. I don't think they just really started carrying these on the Sephora website. I love these little bottles. I love fragrance, and I buy a lot of fragrance, but I don't necessarily feel like I need a full size of every bottle that I purchase. So I like getting the mini, but also getting the mini just in like a mini version of the big size bottle, because you still get the like beautiful packaging, but it's just tinier. So these are all of the, and how many ounces are these? Let's see. They're each 0.33 full ounces. So standard KAYALI mini size. This one is the Marrakesh in a Bottle, or Orange Blossom 24. Then you have the Capri in a Bottle Lemon Sugar. You then have Maui in a Bottle Sweet Banana 37. And then finally you have Maldives in a Bottle Ylang Cocoa. So it's Lang Ylang. I think it's Lang Ylang and like cocoa smell. Oh, so good. Okay, so we're going to start off with the first one, and I have my little strips here, and I'm going to read off the notes for you guys for each one, so you can know what's the deal. So the key notes for Marrakesh in a Bottle Orange Blossom, the vibe is, they say, sensual, mysterious, and warm. The key notes are bergamot, orange blossom, pink pepper, Turkish rose, neroli, and cedarwood. Now, bergamot and neroli are 2 of my favorite fragrance notes, so they had me there. So we're gonna spray. And I have to say, I loved the campaign that they did for this. Like if you go onto the KAYALI Instagram page, they did a special video, for a special reel for each fragrance that is just chef's kiss. So this is Marrakesh. This is quite, it says that it's in the fresh family, but this actually feels quite heavy to me. It feels almost in the more like fresh for a cologne, for like a men's fragrance that was in the fresh category, where you still have that sort of like cologne, heavier, slightly more masculine vibe with a little bit of floral thrown in. Like, I really smell the rose and the orange blossom and the cedarwood. The bergamot is there. The neroli, surprisingly, I'm not smelling that much of, which is interesting because neroli is such a strong note that often can overpower a lot of the other things in it, but I think it's fighting with the cedarwood. This is nice. It's not my fave of the KAYALI fragrances. Like, I would wear this, but I would wear it sparingly. Specifically for me, I feel like this is almost too heavy for summer. Like, it's a summer fragrance, but this is something I would wear in the fall. And I think it's because of the cedarwood and the rose, but specifically the cedarwood. But if you're someone who likes, who doesn't mind a slightly heavier scent, like a slightly more bold scent for summer, I can see this being a good option because it still does have, now I'm picking up a bit of the neroli now. Now that it's set for a while, I'm picking up, and it's drying down, I'm picking up the neroli far more. Yeah, it's coming through, but it's still fighting with the cedarwood a bit. I don't hate it. It's not my fave so far. Like, it's the first one we're really like smelling, but I can't see this being a fave, but I don't hate it. All right, next up we have Capri in a bottle, and this is the lemon sugar scent, the one that everyone like went crazy for. So the notes in this, the vibe is bright, addictive, sugary. It is also in the fresh category. The keynotes are lemon, sugar, freesia, raspberry, vanilla, and musk. So let's see. I really want to know how strong the lemon is because it's supposed to be a really lemon forward scent. Ooh. Ooh, that's very fresh. Oh, that's so bright. Ooh. Ooh. That's how my first instinct upon smelling this is to just go, it's almost, the word that comes to mind with this is bubbly, sparkly. It's like sparkly. It has this like effervescence to it that I was not expecting because of the musk. But the lemon is so strong, which is what I wanted. I'm like, if you're going to have a lemon scent, you don't want it to be lemon pledge, you know, and it's not giving lemon pledge, which I think is something that a lot of lemon forward scents can kind of veer into. This is giving incredibly effervescent, bubbly with like this undertone of sensuous scent underneath. And I think that's really like the vanilla and the musk playing together. But you can really smell the lemon, and you can really get a like a hint of the raspberry, like the raspberry and the lemon together. It's like a lemon raspberry cake, or like if you were to take a glass of champagne and throw raspberries in it. That's kind of the vibe you get. Like it's, oh, that's incredibly refreshing. It smells very refreshing. It's sweet because it is a sweet scent. I mean, you've got lemon, you've got raspberry, you've got vanilla, you've got sugar. I will say this is probably, and if you hear noise, guys, my window's open. I turned my fan off because it makes noise, but I still have to have my window open because with all the lights, it gets really hot in here. So if you hear cars and things, I apologize, but your girl has to do what your girl has to do. But this feels very sweet and light, and I will say, of all of the sugar forward fragrances that I've smelled from KAYALI, it is the most light. It is the least like, KAYALI's vanillas and sugars tend to be a little more like brown sugar, like syrupy, like, you know, heavy. This is incredibly light but really beautiful, and really like, it's not an immature sweet scent. It has a sophistication to it, but it's also playful and fun. Like, this is something you would wear if you wanted something sweet, but you didn't want to feel like you were wearing like a teenage girl's fragrance. You know what I mean? Oh, that's lovely. I like that. Next up is Maui in a bottle, and this is the banana scent, which is another scent that everyone was like, oh my God, there's banana. And for me, this one, I'm like, it's banana. We'll see, because banana can go off the deep end. I have yet to smell a banana that doesn't smell like Laffy Taffy. So I'm hoping this doesn't smell like Laffy Taffy, you know? So this one is, the vibe is sweet, solar, and blissful. The notes are sweet banana, pear, coconut cream, jasmine, sandalwood, and vanilla. So I'm expecting like a sweet fragrance with some grounding notes. So let's see. Ooh. Okay, first off, you get the coconut. Of course, coconut is a very strong scent. But right after that, you get the banana coming in, and it's nice. Ooh. Okay. Okay, Mona. I see you, girl. This is nice. It does smell like banana, and it could veer off into Laffy Taffy. If we're any sweeter than this, than it is in this bottle, it would be Laffy Taffy, but it's not. It's got, again, I feel like having that sandalwood and jasmine is pulling it back a little bit. It's keeping it off the, like, it's not, it's like on the edge, but it's not over the edge, you know? This is really nice. And this is the kind of scent that I feel like you would wear and someone would go, what is that? Like, they wouldn't be able to place the smell, but it would be familiar to them, but they wouldn't be able to place it. Because that's how it smells to me. Like, if you didn't tell me this was banana, I would spend a lot of time going, this smells very familiar, but I can't quite place it. But not in a bad way. Not like, oh, it doesn't smell like bananas. Because like smelling it now and knowing that it's banana, it smells like banana. But it's not. Okay, now it's settling down a bit and I'm getting a little bit more of the sandalwood. Yeah. Okay, so this is what you're going to get when you wear this. You're going to spray it on. You're going to smell really like banana and sweet and coconutty and be like, ooh, summer, summer, summer. But as time goes on, as the day wears on, as it dries down, you're going to get this really sensuous, soft, sexy, like sandalwood vibe underneath. I like that. I like that you kind of get that like playfulness, but then you also get this like really sexy vibe underneath that. I like that too. Okay, so far, two I've loved. One is like, it's not that I dislike it. I just don't view it as a summer scent. I think that's my issue with the first one. I don't see it as a summer scent, but it's not a bad scent. All right, and next up, last but not least, we have Maldives in a bottle. And this one is considered, the vibe is aquatic, serene, and refreshing. The key notes are rosemary, wild lemon, starfruit, banana blossom, ylang ylang, and coconut milk. Now, it's interesting that these both have, this one has banana and lemon in it. I don't know what that, like, I'm questioning. I have questions. So let me see. I would hope that it wouldn't be too similar to the other two is my point. Ooh, okay. This is very almost, like it says, aquatic. This feels very aquatic. It feels very kind of watery and crisp. This reminds me literally of like if you were in the Maldives and you were in the water and you were smelling like coconuts and you were smelling, yeah, this is like you're in the Maldives, in the water, the sun is setting, you can smell like your sunscreen a little bit, you know, and your sunscreen has that sort of like coconutty vibe, but you also have like a cocktail or some sort of tropical drink and you're smelling the fruit. So you're smelling like almost like the saltiness of the water, the creaminess of like your sunscreen, and the bright, fresh fruitiness of the cocktail. That's what this smells like. This is like summer, but like summer if you were really rich and on like a really expensive beach vacation with your own little like beach bungalow and a butler. That's what this smells like. All right, guys, so those were all 4 of the scents. I'm going to give you my ranking for them now because I'm just going to go for it. I didn't want to think about it too much. Yeah, I don't want to think about it too much, but let's get into it. So first up, the number 1 for me is Maldives in a bottle. This one is just giving rich, it's giving rich lady vibes on a vacay. That's on like in the Maldives, in the water, either in the ocean or you're in your own private pool and you're just living your best life. That's what that smells like to me. Next up would be Maui in a bottle. I wasn't expecting to love this one because banana for me is like, it can be a little, but it's the sandalwood underneath that's just really making, it's the clincher. It was so smart to put that in here to just pull back that cloyiness that banana can have. It doesn't have that at all. It's like sweet banana-y and then it's just like sexy. And then Capri in a bottle. Now, I was on the fence about which way these would go because I feel similarly about them, but because they both are very sweet and bubbly. And again, I'm trying not to overthink my ranking, because if I did, I'd probably switch. Now I'm like, should I switch them? No, I'm gonna leave it as it is. So third is this one. Ask me tomorrow. It'll probably be different. I'll probably put this one as number 2. But I feel like of the two of these, like this one is the happiest of these two. Like this one is super sweet, but this one is happy. Maybe I should switch these. No, I'm not gonna switch them. Okay, this is the happiest of, like, you put it, you spray it, you smell it, and you like I did when I first smelled it on camera. I just immediately went ooh, because that's how it makes you feel when you spray it. It just gives like it's really an uplifting kind of fragrance. If you're looking for something that's gonna make you feel like happy and go lucky and just like ooh, that is the one. Okay, that is the one. And then last is Marrakesh in a bottle. Now, my feelings on this are a little because I don't dislike it, but I feel like it's too heavy for me for what I would wear in the summer. In the summer, I am really all about like bright citruses and aquatic, you know, scents, and crisp scents, things that make me think of like water or things that make me think of like citrus fruits. And I like things that linger on the skin but aren't too heavy. And for me, this just feels a bit heavy for summer for my taste. Now, if you are someone who likes a bolder scent that still has that summer vibe, because I will say this does still have a summer-esque vibe. It's just on the heavier end of that. And that for me is not my vibe. But if that is your vibe, you will like this. Now, Mona did say, and she commented on Instagram, that they are not selling these individually. They are not selling these as full size as of now. You can only buy the set. So I'm letting you know now that if there's only 1 or 2 of these that you like, I don't know if it's worth spending $100 on if you're only going to use 2 of the bottles. Like for me, I'm going to get use out of at least 3 of these. And this one I'm probably going to revisit in the fall, because I feel like this is a scent that I would actually like in the fall. Because what I love about scents for fall and transitional seasons is those scents that sort of meld and marry the sort of light and heavy, because it feels transitional, you know? So I feel like this is something that I will look towards in the fall, and then I can really sort of form my full thoughts about it. But right now it's just so not where my mind is as far as what I'm reaching for right now. But yeah, if you only are into like one scent, I don't know if it's worth getting the whole thing. I mean, it's a tiny bottle. This is $100. It's cheaper than one full size of a KAYALI fragrance. I think the full size, or the second largest size, is 105, I think. So I would say maybe find something else that you like if you don't feel like you can get use out of all of these. I also wanted to mention another thing, guys, because I'm gonna grab it now and I'm gonna talk about it. KAYALI had a fragrance called Citrus 08 that I purchased last year. I think it was last year, that I have been wearing a ton this summer. And I was loving it so much that I was like, oh, I should get a full-size bottle. And then I went to the website and it was completely discontinued. They have discontinued this scent. So this is Citrus 08. And I'm going to spray this right now because I want to compare it to some of these scents, because I feel like they took a lot of what they were doing with this one and they kind of reworked it. Oh, this is so nice. So Citrus 08, and I don't even know if I can find the notes for this, but let me see if I can. Okay, so the notes for Citrus 08, it was launched in 2018. The top notes are pink, grapefruit, rhubarb, bergamot, blackcurrant, and pink pepper, and has middle notes of Bulgarian and damask rose, and base notes of musk, oak moss, and tonka bean. This is... I'm sad to say that this is not available anymore, because this could have fit into this set perfectly, like perfectly. It is such a fun summer scent. It's like a mature citrus. It's not super sweet. It's not overly, but it's not heavy. Even with the rose in it, it's not, and the rose is there, but it's like the pink grapefruit just gives it this really beautiful effervescence. And I was trying to see if the notes in any of these were similar, and looking at it, no. but I just wanted to bring it up because it's such a beautiful summer scent, and I'm sad that they discontinued it. If you can find this fragrance for cheap, like on eBay or Mercari, I highly suggest buying it. I myself am going to look for a bigger bottle of this online because this is such a great adult summer scent, and it would have been like a perfect little addition, or maybe instead of this one, that would have been really great. But now I've made myself sad. But I just wanted to bring it out and see if there was any. To me, this is heavier than the other scents, but it has a brightness to it that I wish that this one had. They're both really like mature, more bold scents, summer scents, but this one has just got a little something extra, and I think it's that pink grapefruit that's just like it's sending it for me. So I'm kind of sad that they discontinued this because I was hoping. I was like, well, maybe they discontinued it and they've taken those notes and put it in the set. No, they didn't. It makes me sad. But I wanted to mention it because it is such a great summer scent. And if you have that, if you have a full size of it and you're not sure about getting this, stick with that. It's a beautiful scent. Yeah, let me know that made me so sad. Now I've just made myself sad. Let me know in the comments down below, guys. Have you purchased this set? Are you interested in this set? Have I mentioned something that's caught your eye, or have I kind of talked you out of it? Let me know in the comments down below. And if you enjoyed today's video, please be sure to hit the like button, and I will see you in the next one. Bye now.